Lovely. Let's go set a tree on fire. After we level up some. Now, more vigour.
Your ambitions,
Definitely.
the
And more
principles
dex.
you would follow.
But also more vigour. And now we can go on our next journey, which will be back to the Avenue balcony for a start. Seems a bit odd the way Morgott's on the other side of the city to where you actually need to go to leave the city. It's a bit counterintuitive. And the fact that you can't now use horse to get around the city is a shame. I think you should be allowed to once Morgott's dead. Alright, who's coming with us? Just you. Suppose it'll make the ride up a little more exciting. Yeah, enough of your ambushing antics, my friend. Torch pole boy? Not today. And you... I'm not having any of your buffed sword up in my grill. Oh, should we fight these lads? Is it worth it? It'll allow me to investigate the scarab a bit more. The other one didn't even notice this dumb bugger. Now it's big. Big and strong. Can we just keep staggering it? We can. And our prize is a Somber 6. Is that it? I mean, it's not the worst prize in the world, but still. Alright, we'll ignore the tower and the Fell Twins for now. I want to make a bit more forward progress in a direction that we've not seen before. That's Annie's reward for besting Morgott, is that she gets to flee for her life through a new zone. It's hard to tell which of these gaps are just death drops and which are safe to just march over. Hup. And why are there just vulgar militia everywhere as well? Is there a law reason for them? Is there ever a law reason for the vulgar militia, or are they just little shits? It just happen to be wherever they want to be. Oh yeah, that's definitely a skull. Of some sort. Is it worth jumping in its mouth for this loot? I forget. Somber 7? Yeah, that's pretty worth it. It's definitely worth grabbing that golden seed. We've still got more flasks to acquire. And Black Blade Kindred again. They never drop anything that useful. This normally seems to be their weapons. But either way, we could come back down for it. I've said that before, but I always forget, so... Let's see. How much health you got? Quite a lot. At least you got good defense. Ah, yeah, of course you can't be hit with arrows, because why would anyone be hit with arrows in this game? Oh, big AoEs on your attacks, is it? Big damage as well. Yep. Yep. Fair enough. I suppose at the very least you're right by a Silent Grey, so if we really wanted to, we could practice fighting you at some point. But yeah, we'll just ignore old Croneface over there and head on up into the Forbidden Lands. And first stop is definitely these ancient ruins that have got the smithing stone bell bearing that we need. Because at least one of our whips needs 5 still. Although I think this one does 5 and 6, doesn't it? So that would be pretty amazing, all told. Now, where was the entrance to the treasure bit. There it is. Yeah, that needs 10 more 6s, I think. And that's... yeah. Our weapons are way below where they're supposed to be right now, I feel. But this should remedy that. But now we're going to ignore the Cascoon that Lulu found. And we're just going to press on, see what's further up the road. Without stopping until we find another site of grace, probably. Right, so we've got flame monks, and we've got a path that looks like you absolutely shouldn't gallop across it at speed. Like we're doing right now. I guess the flame monks are up here because they worship the giants' flames and whatnot. What do you have for us? Lost Ashes. It's kind of cool. That's an archer that is probably going to start firing on us in a minute. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? I mean, it's not as though we're in an extremely precarious position or anything like that. But maybe he can't hit us that well whilst we're down here picking up all this loot. But it looks like maybe he can. So maybe we'll get back on Torrent and continue on our little trip. Is it worth trying to take him out? Maybe. He's got a fair amount of health. But he's not terribly agile. Yeah. Oh, he kind of hits with the side of his foot there. And again. Yeah, so he's got a bit of AoE in his feet. I'm just wondering if this is going to stop him respawning. Because if I don't have to ever deal with him again, that would be just grand. Is that a scarab? It is. Fine, we'll get back on Torrent and deal with you the old way. I like how fighting scarabs doesn't seem to count as combat. Because it's not costing us stamina, but it is giving us a somber 8. Rhymed rower. Guess I could make a new kind of berry for Torrent with that. Sight of Grace. Very welcome. The ancient Snow Valley ruins. Okay. That bridge, if that's what it is still high above us. How linear is this area? Because it would be a shame indeed if it's fairly straightforward. Is that bonfire up there? Is there a merchant? Not a lot going on around here so far. I want drama. Not too much drama, of course. I don't want like rune bears or something like that. I want manageable amounts of drama. Maybe a small, some medium-sized dragon. That'd be fun. Demi-humans, they're manageable. Not sure why they're here. Has that guy seen us? No. It's not exactly manageable. Tombs, so you can get up high. Good to know. And golden seeds, always welcome. Now I'm pretty sure that giant is onto us now. He knows we're here. Can we jump up there? Yeah. Can we keep jumping up? We can. Go on, Torrin. You lead us somewhere interesting. Preferably don't fall down because, yeah, there's a giant down there. Try right. I'm trying right. Unless you mean try right as in round here. In which case, yeah. But now what? Can we make it further up? We can. Still though, now what? I'm pretty sure what we're doing right now isn't fully intended. Or at least it's not going to lead to anything. Because yeah. But it does put us above that giant. There he is. Hello, friend. How do you feel about a point-blank arrow to the head? Well, I'll give you one in the back first. See how you feel about that. That head one did less damage. I've got a knack of standing in exactly the wrong place to enable you to do much about them. It's not helped by the awful abilities with the bow, where it just won't let you target things properly. Yeah, that's not doing much for anyone, is it? Oops. Wow. Yeah, maybe we'll just go on with our lives, go about our business. See you later, giant friend. There's another one on the floor there, isn't there? Is that one going to wake up? Yeah, of course it is. And none of that allows us to do much of anything. It's just a dead end by the look. But now we've got two halberd wielding giants on our tail. Lovely. Oh, come on now. Come on, Torrin. Stop messing around. Let's get out of here. At least this area is opening up a bit. I feel like it's rife with possibilities now. But I'd like to find at least one of those possibilities before I end this session. What have you got for me? A 2-stone sword key door? Well, that's promising. Better be a cool ass dungeon. The Spirit Caller Cave. Is it going to be snails? It's going to be snails, isn't it? Still no grace. First off behind. So what, this way? Where this door head ant is? Not a problem once you get up their bum. Turn back and then seek grace. Will you guys make up your mind? Maybe this message meant this way, then turn around. No enemy ahead, therefore seek grace. Okay. Did it mean like... There's more Ghost Glovewort. That's always welcome. What level is our... Lucil's still 4 though, so we need a Ghost Glovewort 5. We've got 6s and 7s now, but no 5s. Noxtella. The Eternal City. Very nice. And a grace. No less. What have you got to say, Rani?
Let us speak of the past a while. I was once an Empyrean, of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melania could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers, as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Empyrean. But I would not acquiesce to the two fingers. I stole the rune of death, slew mine own Empyrean flesh, casting it away. I would not be controlled by that thing. The two fingers and I have been cursing each other ever since, and the baleful shadows are their assassins.
Right, so is that why you stole the Rune of Death? So that you could kill your own flesh? Was that the only way? Because I guess Rani was a demigod, and like all the other demigods, couldn't generally die. But then why kill Godfrey and all the others? Was it Godfrey? Was it Godwyn? It was Godwyn, I think. Why kill all them? Now, what have you got for us? Death. So, have some of your own. So this is like another Eternal City. I guess a lot of cities were getting cursed around here. Oh. I thought you were facing the other way. And I was sneak attacking you. You're quick. Just die already. Or at least let me get a drink in. Ah, stamina. Jeez. There we go. Just attacking so fast that none of my attacks had time to come off. And all that for no reason? Oh no, there's a chest. Ant's skull plate. Is that a shield? Sounds like it might be. It's a great shield. It's an unmodified ant head. Nice. Still need a new armor set for you, Trace. Don't know which one it's going to be or where we're going to get it from. Now, lightning mimics. I mean, if they want to all just kill themselves when I chop them once, I guess that's fine. Yeah, we can just stand here and let that happen. Get some fan daggers. Mimics with shields? That looks like a shield. Yeah. Well, I'll let that thing shuffle over to us slowly while we do a bit of exploring, maybe. Archer ashes. Are those boys? The Frostbite boys? The Fallen Hawks who explored the Eternal City? Yeah, they are. Cool. Ah, you finally made it round, have you? I mean, could probably just scutt past you all now that you've come out of there. Anything in here worth grabbing? That looks like the sort of chest we can open. Ghost Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing 2. So is that going to give us access to Gloveworts 4, 5 and 6? Because that would be very nice. I was just lamenting the lack of a 5. Yeah, drop on my head if you like. Golden runes everywhere. Good, good. So that bridge is going to lead somewhere, surely. But what have we got? You want the stone sword key, do you? Once again, traces are lacking in those. Which is a shame. Regret ahead. Yeah, there are a couple of priestesses in there by the look of it. Oh god. Rolly ball time, is it? Ouch. Am I trapped? I might be trapped. But that's fine. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Couldn't even see the bugger. But we've got a lava tier, which suggests that it's not going to respawn, so that's cool. Now that goes up even higher still, which is very nice. Still plenty we haven't explored at ground level, I think. Or at least some stuff we haven't explored at ground level. Should have probably started down there, but I didn't know it was going to keep going up and up and up like this. We'll probably die at some point and end up back at ground level, so maybe it's fine. Oh god. I was going to say I just heard... Wow, I saw that guy fighting and I was like, Okay, we're trapped. Yep. We're trapped and we're gonna die. Oh god. Just can't even... At least it doesn't just stun lock us, so there's that. I don't mind taking this damage and using up all our flasks because I'm pretty sure these are gone once they're gone. What's our prize? A great ghost glove wart. Cool. They're not skimping on the treasure in this place. There's a lot of it and it's interesting and varied. I'm wondering if all of the ghost glovewort bell bearings are going to be underground. Because that's 2 we found underground now. So that could well be the case. Another site of grace would be nice though, because I wouldn't mind going back to Round Table Hold and doing some upgrading. Can we hit you from here? We can. So if we can get all you guys to explode. Before you get too close, preferably. You're not all gonna just lightning each other to death? There we go. Rolly ball. Work your magic, my friend. Preferably without me getting trapped in this room. I'm kind of inclined to just let this play out for a moment, because... yeah. Right, so I'm going to pop. Yep, and that's going to pop some of the others. Good. Yeah, that could have gone worse, so that's good. I don't want to be stuck in here with you. But I might not have any choice. Good. What a silly fight. There's been a lot of silly fights in this place. Somber 7. But again, I think I'm missing Somber 6, so... It's been forever since we saw a Sight of Grace. Scarab, you say? Hey! Somber 6. Ask and ye shall receive. Now, talisman ahead. Promising. But we can summon a spirit to assist us if we wish. That's a big old chair. I feel like these mimics know exactly where we are. They're not fooled by our sneaking. And they are in fact becoming a thing. Or at least one of them is. There we go. 2 of them I could probably deal with. 2 of them plus the Nox Priestess, maybe not. Now, you first, I think, because you haven't got a shield. Although you do deal a ton of damage. Good. Are you just going to stand there and stab forever? I hate the way enemies have just got an infinite amount of stamina. It's like, come on now. Play fair. But now do we need to fight her as well? Got a lot of runes. And I'm running out of time. Is there any purpose to this little side room? Yeah, there's a drop down to a thing. Should have probably finished exploring that room before I dropped down. But we've done it now. And this might be a shortcut elevator somewhere. Although, can we even jump back up there? Phantom tree with a golden seed for us. That'd be nice. Yeah, distinct lack of sights of grace around this place. That's another elevator, but where's that one going? Down again? Good, I guess. Terribly lost, and we are covered in gore. There we go. About bloody time we found one of these. Also, we'll just grab this glove walk because it's right here. It's a Ghost 9. Bloody hell. Nearly got enough for a level. May as well chat to Ranni whilst we're here.
Even when I turned my back upon the Two Fingers, Lyeth remained my loyal ally. Though he was created a vassal for an Aryan, he was a colossal failure on the part of the Two Fingers, Lyeth and Iji both. Art willing to give too much to me, yet they both understand. What lieth beyond the dark path, that I must betray everything, and rid the world of what came before. Ah. Should I add thee to the list? Another one, kind of heart. As kind of heart as they.
Yeah. Yeah, if doing all of that puts us on the same list as Blythe and EG, that's the list I want to be on. They're good guys. Now back to base for some upgrading, I think. Buy those 3 stone sword keys while we're at it, because let's have a look. Still haven't got the Mimic tier. Still kind of want the Mimic tier. Probably want it with everyone, to be honest. Yeah, so we'll pop back and get the Mimic next time, I think. See if we can't find that staff that I missed as well. All sorts of things to do.